Are we recording? Apparently so. Well, evidently I can't seem to grasp the concept of YouTube, because every time I try to record something, apparently I fail to upload it, or something goes wrong. I mean, come on. You people know how difficult it is to run computers. Anyway, honestly, I just got through on this. I just went through this entire spiel about foreign policy and what you need to believe in and what the Americans have the right to do. And it's lost to the whole world because apparently I didn't upload it. See my aquarium back there? One of these days, I promise, I'll put on some makeup and I'll sit in front of a video camera and I'll let you see me the way that America wants to see a person who's running for president. But in reality, I don't look any different than you or anybody else like you. And I'm looking down because I'm watching myself. Does that make a difference? Does it make a difference if I look at the camera? I mean, I know a lot of people think that the truth is in the eyes. I want to be a president. My name is Paul Knox, K-N-O-X. Write me in. Somebody wants to sponsor me? Sponsor me. But you know what? I'm not going to follow any special interest groups or anything like that, because I'm a firm believer in the desire of the public, of the American people. I want to know what you think. I want to know what you want me to do. Years of management experience. I'm not a lawyer. I didn't go to Harvard. I haven't run any major corporations. I don't have millions of dollars. I've just got the same thing that you and everybody else has got. I've got my American citizenship. And the law says anybody 35 and up can run for president. Well, I'm 57. And I've thought about this most of my life. But I didn't want to follow anybody's political agenda. I didn't want to get tied up with a Republican camp or a Democrat camp, because honestly, I think partisan politics is the bane of this country. It's going to be the downfall of this country. I mean, come on. Our earliest flags that we used to go into battle with said, "A country divided cannot stand." Well, yeah, I agree that originally that meant that the 13 colonies needed to stand together. But if you stop and think about it, a country divided is a country that plays partisan politics. It's 2011. This is not some idealistic democracy anymore. This is a business. And it cannot be run by partisan politics, because the Republicans are going to say, oh, how dare you think about taxing the rich? You know, we're going to build some camps and we're going to put all the poor people in them and make them work for us. And the Democrats are going, we want everything provided for us. We want health care and education and KERA and all that other stuff. Nobody's going to agree. And independents, they don't stand a chance. I'm not even an independent. I'm just a guy that wants you to write me in on the ballot. And you know, it's funny with these punch card ballots now. Is that even possible to write somebody in? Because if it's possible to write somebody in, I want you to write me in. Because the difference between me and everybody else that ever ran for public office is I will die trying to fulfill your needs. And if I can't fulfill your needs, I will resign from office. It's that simple. If I can't do it, I'm not going to sit there and play games for 4 years while you go, this guy didn't do what he said he was going to do. Because when 51% of you get online and say, dude, you're not doing what you said you'd do for us, I'll resign. That's kind of like tossing you to the wolves, though. I don't want to do that. I don't want to toss my people to the wolves. I want my people to be able to say, look, this is not what we wanted. This steak is too tough. We don't like this food. It doesn't taste right. Send it back to the kitchen and make it better. Just tell me that. Tell me, and I'll send it back. I'll make it better. I know these things are possible because our earliest presidents, they didn't play games. They didn't follow a lot of partisan politics. They did what the people wanted, but there were a damn sight fewer of you than there are now. Teeny tiny amounts of people, and they were like real close. My God, you'd write a letter to your president. I mean, you could go knock on the door of the Oval Office and go in there and say, hey, what's going on here? I may not go to that extreme. I mean, if you have a justifiable gripe, fine. I'll take a few minutes out of my day to take care of it. I'm not going to let congressmen and senators decide what your future is. It's not going to happen. I said something about foreign policy in my last video. I don't know if it's ever going to get posted or not. But my philosophy of foreign policy is, it's what it is. It's foreign. Let Afghanistan straighten their own crap out. Let Iraq straighten their own crap out. Let Iran and Egypt and Israel, let those people straighten their own crap out. What makes us the people that have to solve all the problems? No, we are not the world police. We're not the Overwatch Committee of the world, okay? We're barely a superpower anymore. Most people laugh at us and say, look at America. They can't even keep their people in houses. I had mentioned before that I could find ways to raise revenue. I can almost guarantee. Noted I used the qualifier almost. I can almost guarantee that this $14 trillion in debt could be gone in 4 years. We could be back in the black again. We're a business, people. We're a business. I got nothing against China. The computer you're watching me on came from China. The computer I am talking to you on came from China. Okay? But you know what? We don't need Sri Lanka's clothes. We don't need India's clothing. Okay? We outsource enough crap to them anyway. It's like, welcome to Dell, you know. How can I help you? I'm not being offensive. I'm just, hey, you people watch this crap on TV all the time and laugh just because I've got a little bit of a sense of humor and I think it's funny that all our tech support comes from India and I make a little joke about the way they talk. Get over it. My God, just because I'm president, does it mean that I can't have a sense of humor just like you? I can't make some jokes about things just like you? But as far as foreign policy is concerned, the foreigners can take care of their own damn business. We need to fix what's wrong here first. We need to cut back. We need to stop our crime rate. I mean, literally make our crime rate disappear. I've got some plans. I have some ideas. Number one, I think everybody of legal age in this country should be able to carry a concealed handgun. I'm not talking about criminals. I'm not talking about people. I mean, if you've even got a misdemeanor on your record, you can't carry a handgun. But if you're a straight up citizen that has obeyed the laws and followed the rules, baby, put that 380 in your pocket, and if anybody messes with you, pop a cap in their ass, because that's the only way we're going to be able to stop crime and violence. And I know everybody goes, that's not the way you're supposed to stop crime and violence. No. If they think you're packing, they're not going to mess with you. Hell, I'll fix it up to where if you need a government gun, I'll send you one. I'll make a deal with Smith & Wesson or somebody like that, and we'll make some inexpensive little 9mm or 380s or something like that, and everybody can have a gun that's legally allowed to have one. You got a misdemeanor, you got a felony, you're not ever going to carry a gun. And if I catch you with one, I'm not going to put you in some overcrowded prison. Oh, God, that's another thing, the prison system. It needs to be federalized. I'm sorry, the prison system needs to become a federal agency. And they need to build barges off the coast and send these people out there and say, hey, judge gave you 10 years. You're going to spend 10 years. Judge gave you life. Hey, get used to being on the barge, because there's not going to be any more prison outbreaks. There's not going to be any more people that are just, oh, we can't afford it, so we have to let 9,000 people go. No. You break the law, you're going to pay the price. I absolutely, fundamentally disagree